आ सिंधु सिंधु पर्यंत यस्य भारत भूमिका पितृभू पुण्यभूश्चैव स वै हिंदुरिति स्मृतः. Whomsoever is considering the land between the Sapta Sindhu, Indus Valley River up to Indian Ocean as a motherland, fatherland and holy land is known as Hindu. This land is known as Hindustan. Beyond the ritual statues, the incense or the colorful festivals, have you ever wondered what Hinduism really is? No single book, no single founder, but a giant spiritual ocean. You cannot call it just a religion. You cannot call it a mere philosophy, because you have never captured the soul of it. It is defined as Himalayat samarabhya yavat Indu sarovaram tam deva nirmitam desham Hindustan prachakshate. The land created by God Himself and which is lying between Himalayas and Indian Ocean is known as Hindustan. It is not known as a religion, it is known as Dharma, the eternal Dharma or the Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan, that which cannot be destroyed by fire, weapons, water, air, and which is present in all living and non-living being. Dharma means the way of life, which is the total of all acharas or customs and rituals. Some people question the many ways of Hinduism, but I call it the accurate capture and representation of the multifacetedness of an actual life. Hinduism believes there isn't one right way to find God or truth. Some seek through devotion, others through knowledge, meditation or service, honoring many paths to truth. It embraces the nature of human, gives you stories of how even bad men turned inwards. It does not merely believe in sticking to what one person says because it didn't begin with one prophet or one book. Different sages, teachers, and communities added wisdom across generations, with each text addressing the evolving questions of the time, lifestyles, and needs. Bhagavad Gita for those who live in the world and seek balance. Upanishads for deep thinkers and meditators. Ramayana and Mahabharata for people to relate through story and emotion. Puranas for understanding gods, genealogy, moral life in a more accessible way. Yoga and Tantra for esoteric and energetic practices. Unlike rigid doctrines, Hinduism includes dialogues, debates, and layers of meaning. It was and is never about believing but exploring. It mentions acharas which are to be performed by every individual. Those of the mother is known as Matra Dharma. Those of father is known as Pitra Dharma. Putra Dharma, dharma of a son. Acharya Dharma, dharma of teacher. Bhratru Dharma, dharma of a brother. Bhagini, sister Dharma. Paura, citizen Dharma. Raja, king Dharma, and so on. All these dharmas have been described in detail, giving the specific importance in the Dharma Shastra and Smritis. There is no specific English word for dharma, but it is the sum of the duties, responsibilities, privileges of that individual. Hinduism gives equal weightage to all aspects of living and the dead. Dharma, karma, samsara, moksha, atman and brahman. When it comes to its God, it can be anywhere, everywhere, with form, without form. In Krishna's care, Shiva's dance, in Lakshmi's abundance, in the quiet breath inside you. It's never about how you worship in Hinduism. It's about your connection to the divine. So if you have ever felt like there's more to life, more to you, Hinduism doesn't give you all answers. It hands you a lamp and says, go see for yourself. Hinduism never preaches. It invites you to think, feel, experience your inner wisdom, guiding different souls in different ways towards one timeless truth. You are not just this body and mind. Know yourself, and in knowing yourself, you know that you are divine. Does the divine in me bows to the divine in you? The soul in me forever honors the soul in you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.